with all the big news. Get ready, people. Here it comes. Pour yourself a big cup of tea because here's Casey's news.
Well, this has been very exciting for me this week because last week I was approved by the Department of Home Affairs to become an identity service provider. So yesterday at a technology show, I launched my brand new product, which is in line with everything I do with the mini background checks for Quick Look. And it is, Quick Verify. So now I have the ability to do Bank Grade Biometric scans, verify identity documents, and you get a pass or a fail of the person that you are looking to identify. So that means that they take a selfie, all the technology does the work, so checks for AI filters and all that stuff, checks your biometric points, and then scans your license, runs it against government databases, and it all comes through within 4 minutes, and you get a pass or a fail so you know who you're actually dealing with. So this is really important for your general public who say, for example, I've seen a really nice Louis Vuitton handbag for sale on Marketplace, and it was $5,000. Now it's $2,000. Thank you, Claire. And $2,000 is still a lot of money to pay to a stranger over the internet. And I'm using this example because I've had a number of clients who have lost money this way. And I'm looking to spend $2,000 with Belle Grandiose from Melbourne because she doesn't need this handbag anymore. So I can go to the Quick Look website, buy a Quick Verify, which sends me a link, which I just send on to Belle and say, hey, can you quickly verify yourself for me so I know that you're a true person and not a scammer? So she does the selfie and then she scans her license, and none of that information comes through to me. I'm just a consumer. I don't need that kind of information. It just sends me a pass or fail notification. Thanks so much. So that way we can protect ourselves when we're interacting online. I also have business solutions, which is why it becomes interesting for private investigators. When it comes to, when it comes to coercive control, I know as a private investigator myself, and I have these kind of suspicious private jobs come through that I do not like taking because I'm not sure who I'm dealing with, and it might seem, if anything remotely ventures into seeming like a coercive control, it's an automatically no. But sometimes you get something that just feels a bit off, and I can now, thanks Evan, ask for them to verify their identity, which means that as an investigator, I know exactly who I'm taking a job from. So with my business solutions, I can set you up a business account essentially, and you actually get the document with their selfie and their license for your records. So you know exactly who that client is. You're not taking on something dodgy. You're protecting yourself and your career and your investigation. And that way we know exactly who we are dealing with. So it's a really important development in the know your person field for individual investigators who don't necessarily have the capabilities to do this themselves. And rather than saying, hey, can you take a picture of your license? And it could be anybody's license. People have become so adept at manipulating images. Even if you see the image in that license there is actually my license. And I've just played with the image, and it's now the Jane Doe that I've got there. And I've changed all the writing and it looks like a normal license. I just did that really in under 5 minutes. It's so easy to manipulate documents, but when you have Bank Grade Biometrics and identity verification, which goes directly against the document service for the Department of Home Affairs, oh, that's a mouthful, then you know that these are really good points of verification. So I'm super excited to offer this to consumers so that they know that who they're dealing with and they can protect themselves, but also investigators and investigation agencies who would like that capability of actually being able to genuinely verify the people that they're taking cases from. So that's super exciting, launched yesterday. and am already getting a crazy amount of interest, which is fantastic. I'm really, really excited. Another way to fight scams in Australia.
That is absolutely sensational. So you're on Gumtree, you see that American motorcycle that you just have to have, and before you part with your $48,000 for that motorcycle, you want to check out who the seller actually is and if they're real. You go to Casey. You want to buy that designer dog puppy that's on Gumtree, you go to Casey to verify that the person selling it is the real deal. So this has an enormously large amount of applications for people to do checks on in regards to who they're dealing with.